guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my first impression / review on the new Kylie Cosmetics brush set. Okay, so they retail for $35 and there's 5 brushes that come in the set, and whenever I got my package they came in this cute little packaging. It's this white kind of faux suede material and it says Kylie in silver, and it's just a little drawstring bag. Open it, and you open it, and these are the 5 brushes that come with it, and they are dirty because I just used them to film this demo / first impression. But they came with these little plastic protectors, I guess you could say, and so really they came like this. So they were protected through their travels to my house. They're just a standard size brush size. Does that make sense? They're just regular brush size. And they have a white handle and they have Kylie in black. And I thought that these were going to be really cheap feeling. They're going to be really light and just, I don't know, I felt like they were going to be really cheap, and I felt like the hairs or bristles were going to be really cheap quality. I mean, I wouldn't say they're the best. They're just your average brush. And immediately when I opened up the package and I saw these brushes, I noticed that they say China in small letters, so these are made in China. So I will insert close-ups of these brushes and I will kind of show you how flexible or not flexible they are by doing this, because some of them are really hard and some people might like that, some people might not. The shader brushes are really soft and fluffy, and then these brushes are not. They're kind of hard and really kind of hard to work with depending on what you're doing. If you're doing really detailed work, these are going to be awesome, and these are awesome for blending. And I think this is a really good set because it gives you a wide variety of brushes. I used all of these on my eyes today and I created this look, and I will be showing you how I created this look using these brushes. And at the end of the video I will give you my final thoughts, and I will let you know if these are hot or not, and if you should buy them or say bye to them. So yeah, if you want to see these brushes in action and my final thoughts, then just keep watching. Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention. I am hosting a giveaway right now, and I am giving away the Kylie Jenner Coco collection. It was limited edition, but it is sold out, so if you want to try and win it, be sure to go to that video, and in the description box there is a link that you have to follow to verify that you are subscribed to my channel, because that is the only requirement to enter the giveaway, is you must be subscribed to my channel. So if you want to get a chance to win that giveaway, then head over onto that video. We are so up close and personal today. Did you just see what I just did there? Wow. Okay, let's just fix that real quick. I'm actually going to use this brush right here to kind of blend that out. Okay, now I'm going to use the flat shader brush. Can you see? The flat shader brush, and I'm going to go in with, where am I? I'm just going to go in with tempera. It's just like a cream nude color. And I'm going to set this. Ooh, this brush is super hard. It's not very flexible. Ooh, this is better to like pack on like glitters or something, like put on glitter glue. It's not very fluffy at all. It's super stiff. I'm not really liking this brush right now. Well, for this step anyways. It's really hard. It kind of hurts. Transition shade, I think I'm gonna go in with Raw Sienna. It's just kind of like a camel light brown color, and I'm going to take this brush, I just dipped it in there, and put that in the crease. So first impression, getting in my crease, it's kind of like tapering, so it's getting really precise in there. And for a transition shade, I don't really like that. I like my brushes to be a little bit more fluffy, just so they can blend out the colors a little more. My under eye is looking a little crazy. It's okay. This brush is okay. It's just really long, so I'm not really used to that. That's kind of awkward. It's doing a good job. And a little bit more Raw Sienna. So see how like when I'm going in circular motions, how it's kind of like tapering in that corner? Don't really want that, but you might like that. Now in the crease, right underneath that transition shade, I'm going to go in with Venetian Red. And I'm taking this, I think it's a crease brush, I'm not sure. I'll put the name of it on the screen. I'm just gonna go under the crease of that. And this, I do like it. It really reminds me of the Zoeva brush that I have. Actually, that just kind of blended that transition shade with this color. So I think that was my fault. I'm gonna go back in with this brush that I've used for my transition. Just kind of blend that out and smoke it out a little bit. And I just kind of blended the colors together. So I'm gonna go back in with Venetian red right underneath. Gonna blend some more, and that's okay now. I think just because I want to use this pencil brush, I'm gonna go in with red ochre and really deepen up that crease. And actually we're gonna put this on the outer corner. I don't like that for that. It's really hard also. I'm gonna use this brush that we used earlier. I don't like this brush. Ooh. Nope, we're gonna go in with this crease brush. Okay, I'm gonna go to the other eye before I forget. To get my camera cut off, but what I did was I went in back with this brush and I applied it on the outer V of my eye and a little bit in the crease, and I was saying that it's really stiff and hard, but this is going to be perfect for a cut crease because you can really get in that crease and carve it out, and it's a really good brush for detail stuff like that. So, but for something like this, no, it's too hard. I'm going to blend this out. Now this brush would work better for packing on glitter glue and packing on glitter on top of it. But I'm going to try it out to just pack on a color. I'm going to go in with Buon Fresco and I'm going to apply that on the lid. This is really stiff, just like that shader brush. I'm actually going to try the shader brush real quick. I'm going to go in with this brush right here and kind of blend this out because it doesn't look like it's really blending. Let's go in with red ochre on this crease brush. Let's go in with Vermeer, which is just a champagne color. I'm going to put that in here with this flat shader brush. Back with this brush. Blend out those edges, and I'm gonna go in with raw sienna and use this big fluffy brush and just kind of, okay, so I'm just trying to blend all of this together. I'm just gonna go back in with dark umber, really going to deepen up this outer V and taking some red ochre. I'm going to go back in with that champagne color on this flat brush. Now for the bottom lash line, I'm going to take this brush and I'm going to go in with Venetian red. And I'm just going to go under the lash line. So this is nice because it's really hard. So it really gives you a lot of precision. And now I'm just taking this crease brush. I didn't add anything to it. I'm just kind of trying to blend this out. There's not a brush in this set to really smoke out that bottom lash line. But let's try the pencil brush. Oh, that was bad. No, that pencil brush is not going to work. So we're just going to use this crease brush and kind of just smoke this out a little. This turned out into a full smoky eye. Okay, well now I'm going to go apply some false eyelashes and I'll be right back. So I already applied some false lashes and I forgot that I didn't apply highlight to my inner corners, so I'm going to go in with the pencil brush in the color Vermeer in the palette. I'm going to highlight there. So this brush is good for stuff like that, like I said, little detailing. And I'm going to apply it under the brow bone. Ooh, down, girl. And again, I'm going to take this big fluffy brush and try to blend this out a little bit more. So yeah, this is the finished look. Now I'm going to zoom out and I'm going to talk a little bit more about the brushes and kind of give you my conclusion slash thoughts on how I feel about these brushes and if I recommend you buying them. Okay, so my thought on these brushes are this big fluffy brush. Great. I would rate it maybe a 9 out of 10. Actually, I don't know how to rate this because it is a good brush, but it's just not my taste, you know? Whenever I want like a big fluffy crease transition brush, I want it a little bit more, I want there to be like more bristles and not so long. It being so long, it just kind of like goes everywhere. You don't have a lot of control over it. But this is a good brush. And also this like, I think it's the crease brush, I'm not sure. This is a really good brush, and I feel like these two together were the stars of the show. These kind of helped everything blend together and helped these three out a little bit to create this look at least. Now for these brushes, these were kind of my least favorite. You have this little, I think it's a smudger brush actually. Let me check. Where's my phone? Yeah, so there's this one, it's a short flat brush for smudging. I wouldn't say it really smudges just because it's really hard. You can really get like in the lash line and do that, but it's not really gonna smudge anything because it's so hard. So you have the taper defining brush, and it says on the website it's for detail work, and I do agree that this is for detail. Like I said earlier in the application, was that this would be really good for a cut crease when you really have to get in the crease and carve it out. So I'm not gonna say that I didn't like it just because it didn't work for me in this look. And then you have this one, the flat rounded shader brush. It's not very good for packing on color. It works, but it's not my favorite. You know, I have other flat brushes that I use that are my favorite, and this just didn't work. I do feel like this would be great to do a cut crease, like I said again. You could do this one to carve out your crease, and then to clean right underneath it, you could go in with this one and clean that out. That would be perfect for that. As a collection, I guess I would give them a 9 out of 10. Because they are good brushes and they do work for what they're intended to, except for this one that's called the flat smudging brush. I don't think you can do much smudging with it. You can get in under that lash line and really apply the color there. The blending brushes were my favorite. I really think that I'm going to be using this one a lot. And this one's called the medium rounded blending brush. So I really love this one. I think this one's actually my favorite out of all the collection. So y'all saw how these worked in my demo, and they're good brushes. It's a really good deal because there's 5 and they retail for $35 on KylieCosmetics.com. So that brings each brush to $7, and that's really not bad for a brush. I'm not sure if they're going to sell these individually or not, but if they do, buy the blending brushes. And these, I feel you can find them somewhere else. You probably already have them in your collection, but the blending brushes are really good. This was my first impression, so I'm going to keep on playing with these, and I will keep you updated on how I feel about them. I might change my mind. I might fall in love with these 3, but for now, these 2 were my favorites, and these 3 were I already have some of these in my collection, you know. I actually thought that they were going to be really bad just because this was Kylie's first time coming out with brushes, and I thought that they were going to be really cheap and they weren't going to blend well, but no, they're pretty good for the price, I think. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say about these brushes. If I think about anything else, I will let y'all know. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. On how I feel this, on how that'll be. So yeah, those are my thoughts on my collection. It's not my collection. I'm not Kylie Jenner. Okay, am I out of focus?